Michael, let's have a quick look at what you've been doing. You're working on this submersible, aren't you? So what have you got here in front of you?
Well, this is the electronics for it, and what that has is it's got an SD card that it will record the depth, the temperature, if there's been an emergency ascent triggered by a water leak. So I have a water leak sensor built into the chamber there, and I've got wiring for a water leak protecting the electronics in a different chamber.
You've got that test, if I remember, we recorded that for your Instagram channel.
Yeah, if you want to see that working, it's on my Instagram channel. So that's already built in there. But when it's triggered, it'll give it time to go down to the bottom, 20 meters, 30 meters, and then a preset time it will trigger the weight and release the weight and float back up. That's just the basic emergency ascent system that I'm building first, and then I'll build the ballast system which will run off pressurized air later. So first we'll get this working. To switch it on, at the moment I've got a manual switch there, but I will piggyback off that to a magnetic reed switch. So when it's all sealed up, the last thing you'll do to switch it on before it goes over the side of the boat is you'll place a magnet just here. And if you look just here, you're seeing 5 volts. And then if you look back...
Oh, I can't see that from here. Oh yeah, so that's reading.
So if I place my magnet over there, you'll see it change. And that change is enough for me to trigger the Arduino.
Okay, right, and that's to do with it going down or up or whatever?
It's to set it all in motion, because you don't want a switch that's external. I mean, you have to switch it on and say, right, you're on now, go and do your job. But just this magnetic switch put over in a certain place. And then what you'll hear is you'll hear a signal. If everything's all right, because it does a continuity check first, if, let's say, I'll recreate the fact that the burn wire is damaged in some way, it'll let me know when I've passed the magnet over the top by a different noise. This is what you'll hear. That's telling me, hang on, don't send it down, something's wrong. But everything is okay. Once I pass the magnet over, I'll hear this. Then I know everything's good. So it's done a systems check before it goes down. And what I'm using to measure it all, so I've got this to connect on here, is this system here, which is an amazing little device. It's a pressure sensor.
Put it on the ground and I can...
That goes to 300 meters.
I don't know if I can focus on that, it's so tiny. Right.
Yeah, that will go on the end of there. And it has a little O-ring, and I've got to machine something that all fits into for the pressure sensor.
So theoretically you could take this down to 300 meters, or are you thinking...
I think it can go incredibly deep, this system. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's test the...
Yeah, so what's going to happen is I'll switch it on. You'll have to pretend I've used the magnetic switch because I haven't wired that yet. And then 20 seconds later, it should burn through the burn wire, release the drop weight, and then theoretically the thing floats back up to the surface. So I'll switch it on and it'll tell me if it's all right. Yeah, it's okay. So 20 seconds later, that should release that 2 kilogram weight. So yeah, 20 seconds is a long time when you're waiting for something to happen. Yeah.
So that's simulating the burn wire failure.
No. That was the timed event.
Right.
So if I'd have poured water through there, it would have done that instantly.
Right.
And I've already done that test, and it's on my Instagram page.
So you do that to bring it up from the bottom?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm building alongside this a ballast system. So 2 chambers that will be flooded with water that will then overcome the buoyancy. It will sink to the bottom, and then I will purge that water out with compressed air, and it will float up. If anything goes wrong with that, then my system will say, hang on, something's gone wrong here. I'm taking over. I'm going to drop the emergency drop weight, and even if my ballast tanks are full of water, I'm coming back up. But I'm starting the project by building the emergency drop weights first, and then I'll build the compressed air purging ballast tanks.
Yeah, you're thinking of the safety factors, bringing it up.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah, I get that. And you showed us some readings that you had. Do we have those readings? Or?
SD card readings.
Yeah.
I think I might have wiped them, but
You just done one.
yeah, but there won't be an emergency.
Oh, okay.
See, if there's, I'll show you. So it will have recorded what went on there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so these are the seconds ticking by on this side. This is the depth. These depths are simulated at the moment in the code because I haven't got my thing connected. This is saying leak 1, there's no emergency. No, leak 2, there's no emergency. And the burn emergency 1, nothing has happened yet. So here it changes, look.
Oh, okay, emergency burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are you saving these numbers for?
Because they will record the depth, how far it was, how deep it is, and the temperature of the water at that depth. And it's just a beginning of recording lots of different things.
Right.
So eventually I'll build something that can measure current flow and all kinds of things. And then when it surfaces, eventually what I'll do, all the information on here is just a backup. Eventually what will happen is it will beam or transmit that information to me here. So it'll be dropped outside there.
Out in the ocean.
Yeah, when it's all working properly, it's going to be designed to spend a week on the floor, seabed.
Yeah.
And it's going to come up every evening at a set time and pass on this information with a radio transmission to me here, and then it will submerge again.
Right.
And it will keep doing that every day.
Understood.
Yeah.
So that's, and then it's up to you to devise data that you want to receive and how to deal with that.
Yeah, this is just, so I'll have that coming to me here, which I'll then record in my workshop. But this is just a backup. Let's say we get a transmission failure.
Yeah.
So you build something that, well, if this fails, it's got a backup. The backup is the SD card.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. So would you like to show us the setup that you've got with the brackets and what have you?
So that burn chamber we've just looked at fits in here and is the same height as that, so it's flush with air.
Okay, so it's like another leg.
Yeah, it'll be something like that comes down, and then the actual weight will have some steel that goes like that, and then these can be concreted onto the top of the steel, like so. And then when the burn wire burns in an emergency, it just floats out of these cones like that.
Cool. And I'm back up to the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. But if the actual... see, I'll be using this full of 3000 psi compressed air.
This is what you'll be doing every night at so-and-so. This
is the development of this. First I'll test it just with the emergency thing in the pool and then out at sea. When that works, then I'm building alongside it. There'll be 2 ballast chambers, and this will be designed to push water in and out of the ballast tanks.
And this is an ABRJ.
This is it's a half-litre emergency scuba cylinder.
Yeah.
And so I'll just build something on there with a servo.
How do you fill it back up then?
I've got to look into that.
Right. Okay. So
there's hand pumps, or if I buy a cylinder.
Okay, but when it's out there, how many?
Well, depending on the depth, is how many times.
Doesn't need a lot of air to bring it up, or what?
The deeper you go, the more air you need.
Yeah.
But let's say it's 14 metres just out in the bay. Then I'll be able to do 4 or 5 surfaces.
Okay, you're thinking.
If it's 20 metres, I can only do 2.
Well, that seems.
But you see, that's the way. That's physics. If I want to go even deeper,
you might only get 1.
I might, So 40 metres, it might only happen once. But then I have the option of putting another cylinder on.
So are you going to have it like an ABRJ jacket where you're actually filling like a balloon type of scenario? Right.
No, it's all contained in the cylinder. So imagine these cut in half on either side. So when this is full of water, it has a weight. So there'll be 2 of them that are full of water, and this then will be much heavier. If these were pumped, all the water was pumped out, and these were air, it becomes much lighter and more buoyant. So you have to balance it all up between the weight of your emergency ascent weight, the weight of this, and then you just put on the we'll call it polystyrene. It's a type of pressurizable polystyrene. It's not polystyrene really, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
So the more we put on, the more buoyant it is to counteract the weight. So you have to get to an amount that is when this is fully empty, it's floating, and when it's filling with water, these 2 things, it starts to sink. So it's just a question of, do I need more polystyrene or less polystyrene? So that will be a add it or take it away scenario once you've built your system.
Yeah.
Cool, eh?
It is.
And very interesting.
Yeah.
Because essentially, you're building something that's under your control, but it's not connected to you in any way. And it's like Mars, isn't it? I mean, it's a hostile environment that you've got no control over, yet it's programmed to do the things that you want it to do and relay back information to you.
Yeah. I'm quite surprised at the amount of air you're potentially going to need just to lift it up. You haven't considered like a telemetry system of releasing it from the concrete blocks, or there's nothing like that we can...
If I'm releasing the concrete block, it will come up. But what happens then is you need a new concrete block. You could do that every time, but you can only do it once.
Yeah.
If you want to leave it down there for a week and come up every evening...
And how will it find its way back down to this point?
Because you'll flood the ballast.
Yeah, but so it's going to come up from these areas here,
No.
Oh.
We only dump those
Oh.
if this fails.
So what part of it from this is going to come up?
Off this, all the weight as well.
Oh, okay. You're bringing everything up.
Everything comes up.
I'll get you. And
So
then
that-
everything goes back down.
And everything goes back down.
And will it matter if it gets to the bottom and falls over, or...?
It will.
Right.
I don't want it to, because then that can affect...
All the systems of...
well, actually, I think it would be fine.
But you'd
but if
lose.
it's on its side,
Yeah,
your release then has got to come this way.
yeah,
Before
yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
No,
So
you're going to have to build quite a substantial.
I thought about that, and it's a good question. So what I'll do is I'll have my block here, my weight and my block, and then I'll insert some
Rods.
that
Yeah.
just give it a massive platform
Stability.
to stop it. Yeah. I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen. You've just got to get something working first, and you build off that. And when something fails, you try and analyse why it's failed.
Well, we'll watch this space. Is there anything else to show us?
Not yet. No, I'm just getting ready to print the brackets that will hold the 3
You just find out.
chambers
Yeah, fair enough.
on.
Well, that's not super interesting anyway.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be quite. I mean, I've got no idea what you plan to record or what have you, but you've obviously got a plan.
I've always got a plan. It's not always a good one.
No. So at least it's. So the idea is you're taking it into a hostile environment, such as Mars, but it's just outside our back garden,
Yeah.
and you've got.
I like the idea of me having built something that's existing on the seabed for days, but coming up at a set period of time and telling me all about it and then going back down again. That is so cool.
It's stealth.